can be the energy of the city or the peace of the outdoors. We can enjoy being connected to technology today while keeping an eye on tomorrow. Explore how movement can inspire you in the all-new Sportage. Kia, movement that inspires.
Well, every Sunday at the ballpark, as you know, is a Junior Jays Day. And June 19th, 1 week from today, it is the Junior Jays Father's Day at the ballpark. From 11 a.m. until first pitch, you will find inflatables, games and artists outside gates 10 and 11. And then if you're 14 and under, don't forget you can run the bases following the game. Visit BlueJays.com/tickets. Next Sunday, Father's Day, the Yankees in town for a Junior Jays Day. And Tabby Tarek Skubal, after that rough fourth inning, does not come back out for the fifth.
Yeah, how about that? Just 4 innings. Blue Jays got him for 7 hits and 4 runs, a couple of walks.
Thank you, Don Robb.
Way down and away, 2-1 now on Guerrero.
The horses are now on the track for the running of race number 1. Over distance about 5.5 furlongs. The number 1 horse, Betty Do It, is owned by Derek Scott Martell. Ray Gardipi is the trainer, and the jockey is Juan Apongo Jr. Number 2 is Hard Metal Countess, owned by Max Gibb. Lyle Magnuson, the trainer. Laris Allen will be in the saddle. Number 3, Hallory's Comet, owned by Jerry Miller and Gail Shaw. Allison Clapton is the trainer. Garfield Gordon is doing the riding. Number 4, You Say What, is owned and trained by Allison Clapton. Blanford Stewart is in the irons. And number 5 is Lyra, owned by Gail McConaughey and Bill Tucker. Gail does the training. Ryan Nelson is doing the riding. Race number 1 over distance, about 5.5 furlongs. Post time will be approximately 8 minutes. Post time approximately 8 minutes. We urge you to place your wagers early and avoid being shut off at the pari-mutuel windows. Thank you.
I think has to do with his load. His load seems much better today.
Is that something you can feel as a hitter?
Absolutely.
Or something? Yeah.
Absolutely, and you can feel it when you don't have it and you're lost, and it's a really bad feeling.
Here's Alejandro Kirk, who has struck out in each of his 2 at-bats today. This is Kirk's 120th Major League game, and today is just the 5th time that he has struck out twice or more in a game. He struck out 3 times once. He is one of the best contact hitters in baseball.
Against a lefty, too.
Yeah.
Lefty. That breaking ball is going to be coming into you.
Right center field. And an easy play for Meadows as the Blue Jays go 1-2-3. 4-0 Jays going to the bottom of the 5th. Let's get an update with Jamie Campbell.
Dan, thank you so much. This update is brought to you by Bet365 and will center on the red-hot New York Yankees taking on the Cubs at Yankee Stadium. Tie game.
The horses are now being loaded. Number 1 in the gate.
This is the King C. Gillette Style Master, designed with a 4-directional blade and 3-comb attachment with style stubble to the perfect length to give you the edge you've been looking for. Satisfaction guaranteed.
The 2 horse moving up.
Explore the full King C. Gillette lineup.
Make every coin toss feel like a Hail Mary.
Here comes the 3 horse. 5 is in waiting for number 4. And the 4 horse moving into position. They're at the post. They're off. Race number 1. 5.5 furlongs as they come down that long straightaway towards the grandstand. Moving into the lead through the middle of the pack, it looked like Hard Metal Countess now on the outside. You say what? Now along the rail, Betty Do It. It's Betty Do It, and you say what as they come in front of the grandstand. Betty Do It is the leader on the rail. In second spot, you say what? In third spot, Hard Metal Countess. As they're in the turn, Betty Do It is the leader by 2.5 over You Say What. In third spot, we have Hard Metal Countess. Then it's Lyra and Hallery's Comet. Down that backstretch, Betty Do It is stretching out the lead. You Say What is in second spot, challenged on the outside by Hard Metal Countess. Hard Metal Countess is moving on the lead horse, Betty Do It. Betty Do It in the turn is still the leader. Hard Metal Countess pressing hard on the outside. In third spot, You Say What. Betty Do It, as they come out of the turn, is the leader. On the outside, we have Hard Metal Countess. Hard Metal Countess is now going to move into the lead, a little extra pressure. There they go at the wire. It's Hard Metal Countess, Betty Do It, Lyra, and You Say What. Results are unofficial. Please hang on to your pari-mutuel tickets until they have been declared official. Thank you.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Give him another inning. Blue Jays, after today, play 10 more days in a row. So anything time you can give your bullpen a little bit of a break, maybe stretching for another inning, depending on how the inning goes. Sure, they have a pitch count, a pitch number in mind. Probably up around 65 or 70.
The 3-1 to Hernandez. And ball 4, a leadoff walk.
The stewards have called for a photo. Please hang on to your pari-mutuel tickets. Thank you. 109.47 is the running time.
Going into the sixth, and you mentioned the high-stress innings. When you're told, he actually said the up and down takes more of a toll on the body than the actual pitch count. So 75 is the absolute max they had targeted for Stripling today.
All right, well, 61 through 5, so hoping he can get through another inning. Here's Espinal, who has walked and struck out.
Unofficially, race number 1. The winner, number 2, Hard Metal Countess. Finishing in second spot, the number 1 horse, Betty Do It. Number 5, Lyra, was third, and You Say What was fourth. Results are still unofficial. Thank you.
That's the issue.
Yeah, because he becomes such a valuable guy. I think every manager, before the game starts, they try to figure out, okay, if my starter gets knocked out early, who am I going to? And it's nice to have a guy who can give you multiple innings. Right now, Trent Thornton is that guy, but he's only been two-thirds of an inning.
Yeah.
A true long man is like 4 or 5 innings.
And we talked about it a little earlier in a different context. It had to do with can they carry 3 catchers. But again, unless they push the deadline date back again, the Blue Jays are going to have to lose a pitcher and gain a position player in the next 10 days or so. And there have been times now where the bullpen's been a little overworked, a little bit thin. So they need every inning out of their starters they can get, especially if they're going down a man in the bullpen.
Yeah, it would be a reliever. Who knows how that's going to sort itself out. So they've elected not to push their starters a little bit more here in the months of April and now the beginning of June, probably for that reason. Probably with that date of June 20th on their mind when we lose that extra arm in the bullpen. And they can handle the starters are.
Results are now official. The winner was number 2, Hard Metal Countess. Finishing second, the number 1 horse, Betty Do It. Third at the wire, number 5, Lyra. And finishing fourth, the number 4 horse, You Say What. Results, race number 1, official.
Step up to the plate and take on any DIY project. At Home Hardware Building Centers, we have everything to build anything. Here's how.
We hope you're enjoying your weekend wherever you are. We are here at Comerica Park in Detroit. Dan Schulman, Matt Tabler, and Rash Madani. A 4-0 lead for the Blue Jays.
Moving into the winner's circle, our official winner, race number 1, the number 2 horse, Hard Metal Countess, owned by Max Gibb, Lyle Magnuson, the trainer, Laris Allen in the saddle. The official winner of race number 1, the number 2 horse, Hard Metal Countess.
And a ball and a strike now on Lourdes. Blue Jays come into play second in the East, a half game ahead of the Rays, who lost last night to Minnesota.
There are the prices the horses paid. Number 2 Hard Metal Countess paid $9.20 to win, $4.40 to place, $2.70 to show. Betty Do It paid $6.10 to place, $2.80 to show. Lyra paid $2.50 to show. The Exactor paid $85.50. The Try paid $233.70. Again, Hard Metal Countess, the number 2 horse, paid $9.20, $4.40, $2.70. Betty Do It paid $6.10, $2.80, and Lyra paid $2.50. Race number 1.
The top of the ninth to take the lead last night, then got walked off in the bottom. The Mariners got 2. And so Robles taking the defeat. Popped back our way. Never made a sound. Where did it go? Thought it was going to hit the ledge right above us, and it just disappeared.
Upper deck. Yeah. Upper deck.
And next Sunday, we invite you to come and enjoy Father's Day with us here at the races. There will be a special menu, and there will be special activities for that special day for Dad.
Another 3-2 pitch on the way to Gurriel, and he's going to take a walk. Second walk drawn by the Blue Jays here this inning. So that means another trip to the plate for Gabriel Moreno, who has grounded out and walked so far this afternoon.
Yeah, one in that bat he had his last time up against Skubal. He took a tough 3-2 pitch on the inner half for ball 4. Blue Jays would get a run because of that, because Gavin Biggio doubled right behind him. The game can get so fast if you're a young player, especially a catcher. He seems to be under control.
To right field, Meadows over towards the line, and he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and a man left on to the bottom of the 6th. Still 4-0 Blue Jays.
This season, we're investing in peanuts and Cracker Jacks. TD, proud fan and official bank of the Toronto Blue Jays.
What if we colored outside the lines? Transform the expected into the unexpected, into endless possibilities. Let our hearts lead instead of our heads. With colors flying in the face of tradition. Free to awaken our senses. Then color would take on a whole new meaning. Beauty Tone. Rethink color. Only at Home Hardware and Building Centers.
It's a hot dog between soft buns, so juicy, with the hotness, the mustard, and all of that relish. It's a quarter-pound dog made just for me, just for me. Give your taste buds something to sing about at New York Fries.
SM Bets is a party house, and this house always wins.
Slurpee delivery is here. And here. And also here. Oh, and it's here too. And here. Wherever here is. Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere. On Earth, obviously. Get Slurpee delivered wherever you are with 7 Now. Try the new blueberry yuzu lemonade Slurpee
giveaways of the 2022 season. Good for shopping at Jay's Shop, getting groceries, or just showing off your Blue Jays fandom. It is the reusable bag, the Blue Jays reusable bag, and then on Wednesday, June 15th, 3 days from now, the first 15,000 fans to see the Jays and the Orioles can add this new bag to their collection. Visit BlueJays.com/tickets today. Bottom 6 here at Comerica. A 4-0 lead for the Blue Jays. Ross Stripling is indeed back on the mound. He, just like in his last start, has been terrific. 5 scoreless innings last time out on 56 pitches. 5 scoreless innings so far today on 61 pitches.
Mixing those pitches well, throwing them all for strikes when he needs to. Really showing a lot of confidence with that changeup, especially at righties.
Bottom of the order for the Tigers, Robbie Grossman, Spencer Torkelson, and Tucker Barnhart. Grossman seeing the 3-4 defense from the Blue Jays.
With a little bit of a change right here. He singled his last time up right where Espinal is standing. You can see him out at shortstop. Espinal, when it got to 2 strikes, he moved over behind second base. So they're going to take away that gap this time.
Switch hitter batting for the left side against the right-hander Stripling. And right at the top of the zone, 1 and 2. And now Espinal again as he gets to a 2-strike count. He goes around to the right side.
And Grossman again took advantage of that with the base hit his last time up, right where he was standing.
They appeal, and he went around. You know what was funny? Gabby Moreno used to playing in the minors. How many umpires do they have at AAA? He pointed like out to the base umpire at second on the check swing appeal because there wouldn't be an umpire at third base, right? Watch him. He's pointing out to, oh no, that way. Yeah.
That's right. We're in the big leagues and we have 4 here. Let me check with the third baseman. Good pickup right there.
I don't think he was pointing at Stripling. I think he was pointing for an appeal.
Yes,
right?
so do I.
That's fine.
So do I.
Because there's no third base umpire in the games that he's at.
You were just at a minor league game on what day?
The other
Wednesday?
day, Thursday.
Thursday.
They only had 2. I was at an A-ball game. They only had 2 umpires.
Had 2 umpires.
Yeah. Spencer Torkelson, the batter. The count is 1-1.
Hard, that's Austin Manuel's there. Led to a 4-man outfielder. Gurriel catches it. That is Javier Baez right of Santiago Espinal. And get that. Get the out. Get out.
The horses are now on the track for our second race of the afternoon, over a distance of about 6 furlongs. Number 1, Tegan's Best Wilco, is owned by Gary Marks. Gary does the training. Number 2, Laura Bell, is owned and trained by Jason Coney. Jose Rocha doing the riding. Number 3 is Jazzed, owned by Tom Dixon and Robert Gwilliam. Robert Gwilliam is the trainer. Garfield Gordon in the saddle. Number 4, Puddles, owned and trained by Clinton Rycroft. Blanford Stewart riding. Number 5 is Bella Noche, owned by Cranky Acres Stable, Clayton Wiest and Rick Wiest. Jim Depew the trainer. Laris Allen is the jockey. Race number 2 over distance of about 6 furlongs. Post time will be approximately 7 minutes. Post time approximately 7 minutes. Starting gate for the running of race number 2. It is over a distance of about 6 furlongs. Post time approximately 2 minutes. Post time approximately 2 minutes. Race number 2 here at the Rocky Mountain Turf Club.
Closed captioning brought to you in part by Reliance. Need a new air conditioner? Ask about our next day installation guarantee.
It's a hot dog between soft buns, so juicy, with the hotness of mustard and all of that relish. It's a quarter-pound dog made just for me, just for me. Give your taste buds something to sing about at New York Fries.
When it's time for less room or more, how do you react? If you welcome change, meet Fair Square. With thousands in savings when you sell, cash back when you buy, estate professionals on your side either way. If you're open to change, you've got a choice. The new way home, yours. Fair square.
Hello, Canada. Hockey.
The horses are being loaded.
Now I got something.
Number 3 is in the gate.
Go tank printer. No more expensive cartridges. Snapshot.
Number 2 moving into position.
Chill and chill.
The 4 horse is loading, as is number 1 waiting on the 5 horse.
Steroids or antibiotics. And topped.
And the 5 horse moves into position. They're at the post.
Tox. Harvey's Angus burger is worth dressing up for.
They're off. Race number 2 over a distance of 6 furlongs, coming down the long chute towards the grandstand. Moving up to the lead is Puddles. Puddles is the leader, now being led by Laura Bell in between. Laura Bell up through the middle. On the outside, it's Puddles. It's Laura Bell, the leader, as they go in front of the grandstand. Puddles is in second spot. It's Laura Bell as they hit the turn. Puzzles. Then we have Tegan's Best Wilco. It's Bella Noche. And trailing is Jazzed. Out of the turn and onto the backstretch. The leader is number 2, Laura Bell. Puddles is in second spot. Third is Tegan's Best Wilco. Moving hard now in fourth spot is Bella Noche. And trailing is Jazzed. It's a battle for the lead now. Laura Bell on the inside. Puddles on the outside in the turn. In third spot and moving is Bella Noche. It's still Laura Bell and Puddles battling 1-2. Puddles moves out in front as they come out of that turn. Puddles is the leader, but being challenged by Bella Noche. As they hit the wire, it's going to be Puzzles, Bella Noche, Jazz. Results unofficial. Please hang on to your pari-mutuel tickets until they have been declared official. Thank you.
Cleanest the room's ever been. Andrews.
You set tasks, they earn money. Mido, helping kids learn, earn, and spend smart.
Hello, Canada. Hockey. Love it. And now I got something you're going to love. The Epson Eco Tank printer. No more expensive cartridges. Snapshot. The Epson Eco Tank. Just fill and chill.
The NBA Finals are all tied up at 2 games apiece, and you can catch Game 5 between the Warriors and the Celtics tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on Sportsnet and Sportsnet Now.
Wow.
What did Steph have, 43 in Game 4? Yeah,
He
not
was
bad.
the difference in that one.
Ross Stripling has been a big part of the difference in this one.
Wow, what an outing for Ross. 6 innings, a hit, a scratch hit. That was taken away after a double play off the bat of Torkelson. No run, no run.
Results of race number 2, unofficial. The winner, Puddles, number 4, finishing second. The number 5 horse, Bella Noche. Third at the wire, the number 3 horse, Jazzed, and finishing fourth, number 2, Laura Bell. Unofficial.
7 straight appearances without giving up a run. 25 games now. Look at the ERA and the opponent's batting average. Outstanding at 2.03. His slider has been very good lately.
And he'll get the top of the Tiger lineup beginning with Victor Reyes, who is 0 for 2. Then again, every Tiger hitter is 0 for 2 except Robbie Grossman. He's 1 for 2. Everybody else is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a fly ball to center for Reyes. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And he got him swinging. Just blew it by him at 96. Strikes him out on 3 pitches.
He last worked on the 8th, so he's had a couple of days off to recoup. His fastball's got some pop to it today. As he just blows this one by him, elevate that fastball. And gets the guy who really was the spark plug for him yesterday. Reyes comes up empty. He's now 0 for 3. Garcia has done it all season long. Righties haven't had much of a chance. He's really handled left-handed hitters.
Moving into the winner's circle, our unofficial winner, number 4, Puddles, owned and trained by Clinton Rycroft. Blanford Stewart in the saddle. Again, number 4, Puddles, the unofficial winner of race number 2.
And Tabby, we are told they changed the error, and rightly so. They've moved it from Stripling to Guerrero on that
Okay,
play.
that makes a little bit more sense, right?
Yeah.
That happened in the 5th inning on a low throw.
Scope waiting for Garcia to get the sign from Moreno.
Results for race number 2 are now official. The winner, number 4, Puddles. Finishing second, the number 5 horse, Bellinache. Third at the wire was number 3, Jazz. And finishing fourth, the number 2 horse, Laura Bell. Results of race number 2, official.
Maybe half in yesterday's game. You got Phelps, Meza, and Richards in yesterday's ball game.
He could get Garcia, Simber, and Romano in today's game.
Today, yeah. And that's all new to him.
Yep.
He might have caught him on the side, might have had something to do with him in spring training. But remember, he was late getting to spring training.
Yeah, he had a visa issue. I think he arrived only a couple of days before the team came north. I don't think there was a whole lot of interaction because he got there so late. And we can see here they're trying to figure it out. And I'm not sure why Nestor Ceja is stopping Moreno on his way to the mound.
I don't either. They have all 5 of the mound visits left. They'll use one of them right here.
Is he supposed to say something specific to an umpire before he goes out to talk to a pitcher that he didn't know?
Maybe call timeout.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Seems just like a procedural thing or administrative thing, whatever it was that Ceja was telling Moreno. The 1-2. Strike 3 call, 2 down.
There's that slider that's been so good for Jimmy Garcia lately. He is 3rd in the American League in holds, and when you make pitches like he just did, you can see why. Slider right on the outside edge, knee high. You can't touch that one. No chance.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Garcia. Now he'll get Austin Meadows, the right fielder. Blue Jays in the 3-4. And that one misses outside for ball 1. This is one of the bats the Tigers are really hoping gets going. They need some pop, and Meadows historically is a guy who has hit for power.
Still looking for his first home run this year. Hard to believe.
Yeah, well over 100 at bats. Spent some time on the IL earlier. Was experiencing like a sinus infection and some dizziness, and eventually went on the IL with vertigo and missed some time. Fly ball to left. Lots of room for Gurriel, and it's a 1-2-3 7th inning for Jimmy Garcia. 4-0 Blue Jays going to the 8th. Alejandro Kirk is going to lead it off.
The winner of race number 2, Puddles, paid $570 to win, $310 to place, $230 to show. Bellinache paid $250, $230. Jazz paid $240. The exactor paid $870, and the try paid $30.70. Again, Puddles paid $570, $310, $230. Bellinache paid $250, $230. Jazz paid $240. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rocky Mountain Turf Club is looking for Dachshund, Wiener dogs, Yorkies, and Poms. They're looking at doing some races here at the Rocky Mountain Turf Club for the dogs. There'll be trophies and prizes and some cash, and there'll be a doggy fashion show for the best derby outfit. Sounds like fun if you're interested. The information is in the program, and you can contact Rose Rossi or email her. And again, both her email address and contact number are in the program.
Grow your imagination.
Doggy races, if you're interested.
Alejandro Kirk had been tearing the cover off the ball, and what a run he has been on. Look at the numbers for Kirk coming into today. And this season, he has been preparing himself physically every game, regardless if he's playing or not. Recovery, workouts, every detail, Kirk said, I make sure I do them every day. And now, because of it, he says, I've never felt this good before in my career. The results are proof in the pudding. He also told me he has never stayed this hot, this long at any stretch of his baseball days. I asked him how he explains it. Well, guys, you know how Kirk does interviews with translator Tito LeBrun. I asked him how he explains this. Kirk just answered the question in English by replying, I have no idea.
Well, as long as it keeps going. But, he's balancing having to catch a lot and becoming a very important part of the team offensively. Remember when Danny Jansen was hurt the first time? Kirk was catching more then than he is now. He was up to like 5 days a week, it felt like. And maybe that sapped his offense a little bit. Now with Moreno here, if Kirk and Moreno can kind of split the catching, it might, be one of the reasons why Kirk continues to swing the bat well.
He does a heck of a job with Barrios and Manoah, and I'm sure they're going to keep them together. The other times you can just worry about your hitting. And, if he says, I don't know how I'm doing that, that's the best way. You're unconscious.
Yep.
Just go up there and just hit. And that's what he's doing. Don't think too much.
Came into the game hitting .460 over his last 14 games, but 0 for 3 today. Meanwhile, ex-Blue Jay Jacob Barnes makes his second appearance of the series.
Third pitcher of the afternoon for the Tigers. There are the numbers for Jacob. 15 outings to start this season. He kept them scoreless in 13 of them. Got a good fastball, slider, a little bit of a curveball.
Big cut and a foul back, and it's 0-2 on Kirk. Runs on 8 hits for the Blue Jays. All 4 of the runs and 5 of the 8 hits came in the 4th inning. Outside. Adam Simber will be next out of the Blue Jay bullpen. After Kirk, it'll be Teoscar Hernandez and then Santiago Espinal. Again, the Blue Jays without Matt Chapman today. A sore right wrist, unable to play, or at least not in the starting lineup. We presume unable to play, and I would imagine more information forthcoming before the game tomorrow. Hopefully not a serious thing. That's why Kevin Biggio got in the lineup today. If Chapman had been in there, probably would have been the 9 righties against the left-hander Tarek Skubal. Biggio 1 for 3 with an RBI double this afternoon. He's fun to watch because he controls the inside part of the plate. He can pull it, but he's got reach to the outside part of the plate, even though he's not like some big lanky 6'3" guy. He's got great plate coverage. Up and in, not close, and that's ball 4.
When the opposition starts talking about your players in admiration, and they don't see a whole lot of them, we haven't played the Tigers here for a while. You're doing something right. Telling that story earlier about how Kirk Gibson really likes what he sees in Alejandro Kirk. He's got that nice, soft, short swing. Has to duck out of that fastball as Barnes jumped ahead 0-2 and then loses him, leadoff walk. He can hit.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez, who's had a good day. 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a double.
The horses are on the track for the running of race number 3 over a distance of 7 furlongs. Number 1 is T-Class, owned by Alan Brown, John P. Brown, the trainer, Blandford Stewart in the saddle. Number 2 is Two Terms, owned by Delbert Scalplock, Norin Calfrobe, the trainer, Jose Rocha doing the riding. Number 3, Proud Warrior, owned and trained by Ellie Rutherford, Trevor Simpson in the irons. Number 4, My Ladies Man, owned by Rufus Pretty Young Man Jr., Sean Calfrobe, the trainer, Andrew Wright is doing the riding. And number 5, Hilltop Wonder, owned by Daniel Oberholzer and Chase Oberholzer. Daniel does the training, Ryan Nelson will be doing the riding. Race number 3, 7 furlongs. Post time will be approximately 7 minutes. Post time approximately 7 minutes.
Espinal has walked, struck out, and grabbed pregame. Visit BlueJays.com/tickets to get yours today. A nice afternoon for the Blue Jays so far.
They're off over a distance of 7 furlongs. Race number 3 down that back stretch. Moving to the lead is Two Terms, being challenged to the inside by T-Class. It's T-Class and Two Terms, 1, 2. Third on the outside is Proud Warrior. And then we have My Ladies Man and Hilltop Wonder bringing up the tail end. In the turn, it's T-Class along the inside. On the outside, we have Two Terms in third spot, and pushing hard is Proud Warrior. As they come in front of the grandstand, it's T-Class and Two Terms battling for the lead. Two Terms now the leader. T-Class is on the rail. Proud Warrior is third. Then we have Hilltop Wonder and My Ladies Man. In the turn, it's Two Terms, the leader by a length and a half over T-Class. In third spot and moving is Proud Warrior. As they go on to the back stretch, it's Two Terms, the leader. T-Class is in second spot. Moving up now to challenge for third is Hilltop Wonder. Hilltop Wonder moves up to challenge for second. The leader is still Two Terms and T-Class in second spot, but now Hilltop Wonder moves into second spot, now challenging for the lead in the turn. Hilltop Wonder is the leader along with Two Terms in third spot. We've got T-Class, then it's Proud Warrior and My Ladies Man. As they race for the wire, it's Hilltop Wonder and Two Terms at the wire. Hilltop Wonder, Two Terms, T-Class, My Ladies Man, and Proud Warrior. Results unofficial.
So 6 great innings for Ross Stripling, 1 hit, no walks, 4 strikes.
The stewards have called for a photo finish. Please hang on to your pari-mutuel tickets till results have been declared official. Thank you.
And now Thornton in the 8th. This is the kind of thing where if Thornton has a good inning and things are going well, they could ask him to go 2, right? And just save everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If he's going to pitch in this game in the middle of the lineup here, and he has a quick, easy inning, just let him finish it off. Again, Blue Jays have 10 more games in a row before they get another off day.
The 1-2. Some better numbers recently for Thornton.
Yeah, his fastball's better. His fastball.
Running time, race number 3, 127.17. Race number 3, running time, 127.17. Unofficial finish, number 5, the winner, Hilltop Wonder. Finishing second, the number 2 horse, Two Terms. Third at the wire, number 1, T-Class. And finishing fourth, number 4, My Ladies Man. Unofficial.
Another foul off.
It was a nice ceremony that they had for him before the ball game today. 33rd member of the 3,000 hit club. 33rd.
And since he got there, he's passed 5 guys. He's up to 28th right now. And he'll pass a few more this year. Up and in, 2-2.
3,000 hits, 500 home runs. He also collected a couple of weeks ago his 600th double. Only Hank Aaron and Albert Pujols and Miggy can say in Major League history that they've done that.
Here are the guys he's passed since he got 3,000. Roberto Clemente, Al Kaline, Tigers legend, Wade Boggs, Rafael Palmeiro, and Lou Brock. So Cabrera now 28th. And if he stays healthy the rest of the year, he'll pass Rod Carew, Ricky Henderson.
It's official. Moving into the winner's circle, the winner, number 5, Hilltop Wonder, owned by Daniel and Chase Oberholzer. Daniel does the training, Ryan Nelson doing the riding. The official winner of race number 3, the number 5 horse, Hilltop Wonder. Finishing second, the number 2 horse, Two Terms. Third of the wire was number 1, T-Class. And finishing fourth, the number 4 horse, Milady's Man. It's official, race number 3.
People talk about his first throwing session in spring training where he faced major league hitters, and I watched it.
Looks like we're getting ready for Glenda Campbell's Broomstick Cowboy.
He didn't look overmatched. The hitters were coming out of the cage saying, "Ooh, this guy's got
The three-legged wonders of the Rocky Mountain Turf Club.
And when they signed him at 18, since then he's gained some weight and he's gained some miles per hour on his fastball.
Harold Castro lines one into center.
But he's still a long, long way away in high A ball. Just 19 years old.
Hilltop Wonder, the winner of race number 3, paid $13.70 to win, $4.40 to place, $2.60 to show. Two Terms paid $3.70, $2.30. T-Class paid $2.10. The Daily Double paid $89.80. Again, Hilltop Wonder paid $13.70, $4.40, $2.60. Two Terms paid $3.70, $2.30. T-Class paid $2.10. The Exacta paid $35.50. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're back next Saturday, Sunday, and of course, Sunday, June 19th is Father's Day, so come and enjoy part of Father's Day with us here at the races. Special menu, it's a special day, and there'll be special activities.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of Rogers Blue Jays Baseball Partnership and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rogers Blue Jays Baseball Partnership. Great day here in Detroit. The weather was great, and the Blue Jays are playing very well. Ross Stripling, another stellar outing. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a home run. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. has driven in 3. Sam Robert's Tabby has a 2.03 ERA in 9 starts in Vancouver. And Yasser Zulueta has a 2.30 ERA in 4 starts in Vancouver. Some of the highest rated arms in the system are at high A ball right now with the Canadians.
And the Tiedemann's 19, Roberts is, I believe he's 19 also.
Stand by.
Zulueta is a little bit older.
Yeah, Roberts is 20. And Zulueta is 24.
That's what you like to see. You like to see young kids coming, dominating their league. Have a good year, move them up slowly, learn. I'll tell you that the player development that they have now down in Dunedin is going to put the Blue Jays, I think, heads above everybody else in developing players.
The complex.
The complex
yeah.
that they have there.
I know you wanted to. You didn't even want to go to the hotel down there. You wanted to stay at the complex.
Yeah, I wanted to stay in that hitting school.
Yeah.
I wanted them to film me hitting and tell me what I'm doing wrong.
One other quick minor league note, for what it's worth, and we don't know, Jordan Groshans is starting a game at first base for the first time in his minor league career today. He's at Buffalo and he's starting at first base. Make of that what you will. Could be nothing. He's doing pretty well down there.
He's a prospect.
Yeah.
He got a chance too.
Swing and a miss. A nice inning for Trent Thornton. A couple of strikeouts mixed in. And we're through 80. Detroit still 6-0 Blue Jays.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. To unleash more power on the road and on the job site. This is your moment to unleash. Get this great offer on this F-150 only at your local Ford store.
DoorDash is the official on-demand delivery platform of the Toronto Blue Jays. Delicious is on deck. Get $0 delivery fees on your first order. DoorDash. Dash that.
We are adapting. We are creating. We are inspiring. Now more than ever, our site has illuminated possibility. But 1 in 5 Canadians can go blind. It's time to help fight blindness in Canada. Fightingblindness.ca/learn.
This is A&W's Nashville hot chicken sandwich.
Wow, how delicious. Just look how big the chicken is. The chicken's on point, the right amount of crispy. It's like a 10 out of 10.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
The Nashville hot chicken sandwich is back. Try one for a chance to win.
With the series tied, the NBA Finals shifts back to Golden State. Who will take a pivotal Game 5? Celtics, Warriors, Game 5, Monday. Sportsnet.
Looney Dog Nights presented by Schneider's. They're in full swing here in 2022. What goes together better than baseball and a $1 hot dog? Come early, come hungry. Every Tuesday home game of the Rogers Center. Visit BlueJays.com/LooneyDogs for more info. It is on to the top of the ninth here in what has been a very solid afternoon so far for the Blue Jays. Hitting the Tigers 10-2. They've gotten great pitching. They've gotten plenty of hitting. The defense has, with the exception of the one play at first, has been rock solid as well. And it's a 6-0 lead going to the ninth, as they will see somebody they haven't seen yet in this series, right-hander Alex Lang.
Yeah, what a nice season he is putting together, Alex Lang. There are the numbers in 25 games. Originally a first-round draft pick of the Chicago Cubs, 30th pick overall back in 2017 out of LSU. He's from Lee Summit, Missouri, right in the Kansas City area. Taken him a while, but he is starting to figure it out here at the big league level. He's got a good fastball. He throws a good curve. Got a nice curveball that he will use, and the changeup. And he has really started to come on since he came over here in a trade.
Kevin Biggio leads off the ninth for the Blue Jays. Biggio's 1 for 3. An RBI double and a couple of strikeouts. And they defend him differently now. Some of it has to do, I asked Biggio today, remember in last night's game, they sometimes had the one infielder to the left of second, sometimes to the right, even early in the count. And he thought it depends. The guy's a two-seamer.
Okay, we're getting ready for heat number 2. The Broomstick Cowboys and Cowgirls.
So depends on the stuff that the pitcher has too, how the Tigers defend hitters.
Don Robb, you're going to have to pick up the pace.
That's a lot of information to kick around in your brain.
They're off. Wow, 2 of them breaking out real hard. One with a black hat, one with a gray hat. Oh, the black hat got lost, but finished first. And the race is just about over.
2-2 now on the way. And that runs off the outside corner for full count. And it looks like it will be Jordan Romano.
And it looks like heat number 3.
So they'll get him some work here this afternoon. So the guy they managed to save is Simber, with Thornton working the 8th inning. and weeks and weeks, and now they've had a fair number of lopsided games. Biggio drives the ball. This one is
Some latecomers.
and it is off the wall on the fly. Cavan on his way to second and in there ahead of the throw with his second double of the game.
Boy, that was pretty right there. Sandwiched around those two doubles, a couple of strikeouts, but that was a good swing. Stay aggressive. He's always been a good low ball hitter. Lang throws one low, 95, and he turns on it, hits it off the wall.
They're off.
This is your number 9.
Oh, the black hat and the blue hat, the gray hat.
99 miles an hour plus off the bat.
Yep. But if you say to him, how you feeling? You must be feeling pretty good. He goes, I'm getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
He's a perfectionist. He really is.
Yeah, well, he looks at his batting average. It's going up. It's 269 before this game, but it's going
The
up.
horses coming on the track for the running of race number 4, over a distance of 7 furlongs. Number 1 is Bear Me a Moment. Carol Brown, the owner. John P. Brown is the trainer. Garfield Gordon is doing the riding. Number 2, BB Can't Touch This. Lynette Braun is the owner. Nellie Pajot, the trainer. Orlando Foster in the irons. Number 3 is Capital Reef. Jim Depew is the owner-trainer. Juan Apango is the jockey. Number 4, Bourbon Bandit, owned by Charlie Weaselhead, Darcy C. Weaselhead, Tony Fox, Derry G. Fox, and Terry Lynn Fox. Travis Robson, the trainer. Jose Rocha will be doing the riding. And number 5 is Run Tech. Delbert Scalplock, the owner. Norin Calfrobe, the trainer. Juan Jose Apango in the saddle. Race number 4, over a distance of 7 furlongs. Post time will be in approximately 7 minutes. Post time approximately 7 minutes.
For the game, some pretty famous dads. Obviously, Vladdy Sr., obviously, Craig Biggio, Dante Bichette. 2-2 now on Clemens.
And not just major league, great major leaguers.
They're loading. Number 1 in position. Number 3 moves in.
Who've grown up around a major league clubhouse, they're not intimidated by any of this.
The 4 horse is okay. Number 5 moves in.
Clemens, by the way, at AAA this year,
Waiting on the 2 horse.
8 home runs, 6 triples, 9 doubles in 45.
They're at the post.
Really nice offensive numbers at AAA this year.
They're off. Race number 4 over 7 furlongs. As they go down that backstretch on the inside, we have Bear Me a Moment. Bear Me a Moment is the leader as they go down that backstretch. BB Can't Touch This in second spot in the middle, and third on the outside is Bourbon Bandit. Into the turn, Bear Me a Moment is leading. BB Can't Touch This in second spot. Bourbon Bandit is third. Then we have Capital Reef, and trailing is Run Tech. Out of that turn and in front of the grandstand, it's Bear Me a Moment and BB Can't Touch This, along with Bourbon Bandit on the outside. 3 abreast. Into the turn, it's Bear Me a Moment. BB Can't Touch This, Bourbon Bandit. Then it's followed up by Capital Reef and Run Tech. In the turn, it's still Bear Me a Moment, but being challenged now by Bourbon Bandit on the outside. Bear Me a Moment on the rail is the leader by a head. Bourbon Bandit is in second spot on the outside, now moves to the lead. BB Can't Touch This in third spot. Then we have Capital Reef and Run Tech. As they hit that turn on the outside, Bourbon Bandit appears to have a slight advantage. Bear Me a Moment on the rail now. Bear Me a Moment and Bourbon Bandit battling for the lead. Moving up in third spot, we have Capital Reef. As they come the race for the wire, it's still Bear Me a Moment and Bourbon Bandit neck and neck. As they come to the wire, it's going to be Bourbon Bandit, Bear Me a Moment, Capital Reef. Results unofficial. Great finish. Please hang on to your pari-mutuel tickets until results have been declared official.
Mask, I think, of Moreno, but he appears to be all right.
Blue Jays looking for their 6th shutout this season. They shut out the Tigers the other day.
The stewards have called for a photo. Please hang on to your parimutuel tickets. A photo has been asked for.
And granted, Detroit's the worst offensive team in baseball this year, but that's still some good pitching.
That would be 3 shots.
Running time for race number 4, 1:25:83.
Kansas City a couple of times.
1:25:83 the run time.
Remember, 4 straight series against the American League Central. It would mean 8-4 through the 12 games against the White Sox, Twins, Royals, and Tigers. Jumping back into the East this week.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, does it, for the Jays? Got Baltimore, a much improved Baltimore team for 4 games, and the Yankees come to town and they're red hot. Then Chicago, Milwaukee on the road.
Alek Manoah on the mound tomorrow night for the Blue Jays. Again, a day game Thursday against Baltimore. The Yankees in town over the weekend, and then on the road to Chicago. An off day in Milwaukee next Thursday, and then 3 games with the Brewers. We will see Rowdy Tellez when the Blue Jays get to Milwaukee. Teoscar's over and makes the catch, and that's that. 4 pitchers combine on a 2-hit shutout today. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. has a big day. Ross Stripling outstanding again, and the Blue Jays beat the Tigers 6-0.
Yeah, it all started with Stripling on the mound. 6 shutout innings. He gave up 1 hit again. Second time in a row that he has done that. The hitters scored 4 in the 4th. Lots of extra base hits in that inning. That's all they needed as the pitchers in the defense took it the rest of the way. They win this series. They have a very nice road trip, and now it's home for a big series against Baltimore and New York.
We thank you for joining us today. We hope you will join us again tomorrow night. Right now, it's time to send you the Blue Jays.
Jockeys claim a foul, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on to your parimutuel tickets. The number 1 jockey has claimed foul on the number 4 horse. Jockey inquiry.
He's been this year. They figured him out at least second time through the order, and we'll address that with Arden Zwelling and Shai Davidi in just a second. As Dan and Pat mentioned, it's home for the Blue Jays, starting with 4 against the Baltimore Orioles tomorrow night. Alek Manoah will be on the hill. The game in Seattle is underway.
Unofficially moving into the winner's circle, number 4 Bourbon Bandit, the winner, owned by Charlie Weaselhead, Darcy C. Weaselhead, Tony Fox, Derek G. Fox, and Terry Lynn Fox. Travis Robson is the trainer. Jose Rocha doing the riding. The unofficial winner of race number 4, the number 4 horse, Bourbon Bandit.
When Vladimir Guerrero Jr. did this, clocks a pitch that's right over the heart of the plate into the stands in left field, his 14th of the year. It was a quick 2-0 lead for the Blue Jays. They continue in that inning to hit the ball with authority as Gurriel takes some information from Guerrero and then promptly applies it a little while later with a double into center field. That cashes Teoscar Hernandez. It's 3-0 at that point. 2 men on now, and Kevin Biggio, who had a nice day with a couple of doubles, gets one here. It bounces into the stands and scores only 1. It looks as if Moreno would have made it home easily, but they send him back to the base, and that allows a whole lot of support for Ross Stripling, who pitched like an ace yet again. He was spectacular as he gets Grossman there. Barnhart goes down. 6 innings of work. He allowed just 1 hit. The Blue Jays pitching staff in its entirety allowed just 2. And so Stripling, who's been filling in admirably for the injured Hyunjin Ryu, is getting a little more support in this way. 8th inning, Gurriel Jr. with the base knock. 2 score on the play. And the Blue Jays with a 6-0 lead. In comes Romano. And that fly ball out to left will do it as they shut out the Tigers at Comerica, win the series with 2 victories in 3. We send it back to Comerica Park. Here's Arash Madani.
Lourdes, you're starting to heat up. This team is starting to heat up. How well are you seeing the ball right now?
Desde que te empezaste a calentar, el equipo completo se ha calentado. ¿Qué también estás viendo la bola en el plato?
No, me siento muy bien, ¿no? Estoy, gracias a Dios, en un momento igual que el equipo se siente muy bien. Y nada, esto era cuestión de tiempo, ¿no? De que...
Spare me a moment. Third at the wire, number 3 Capital Reef. And finishing 4th, the number 2 horse BB Can't Touch This. Again, the official winner, number 4, Bourbon Bandit.
Lourdes, Hector, thanks so much.
He's a young, good-looking athlete. He can pull off the pineapple look. 3 of us, no chance. And the Blue Jays, some might have said prior to this game, would have no chance against Detroit's best starter, Tarek Skubal, based on the fact, and you pointed this out, Arden, on Blue Jay Central, that they hadn't seen an arm like this for some time. Look what they were able to do.
They made an adjustment. And as this was playing out, I was thinking, I've seen this movie before. I saw it in Kansas City against Daniel Lynch, another tough lefty who the Blue Jays had trouble with the first trip through and then made an adjustment the second time. What was Tarek Skubal doing so well early in this game? He was working away from these right-handed Blue Jays hitters. He was working his slider and his changeup in a tunnel on that outside part of the plate. It was such an effective combination for him. So what did the Blue Jays do their second trip through? They looked for hard stuff in, like what George Springer struck out on there. Here's Vladdy taking a sinker over the...
Bourbon Bandit, the winner of race number 4, paid $3.30 to win, $2.40 to place, $2.20 to show. Bear Me a Moment paid $3.30, $3.10. Capital Reef paid $3.50. The Exactor paid $5.50. The Try paid $114.20. Again, Bourbon Bandit paid $3.30, $2.40, $2.20. Bear Me a Moment paid $3.30, $3.10. Capital Reef paid $3.50.
Being aggressive, maybe have a bit of a propensity to chase because he wants to get a hit. But instead, he falls behind 1-2 and then just spits on all these chase pitches that Skubal's throwing at him, shows a nice bit of discipline, ends up working a walk there, and that was an approach that he picked up from his teammates during that inning. But again, his ability to do that, his ability to really lock into the zone is among the many reasons that the Blue Jays are very excited about him.
Okay, so it's the 12th of June. This club is now 11 games above 500. If you ask the average Blue Jay fan to list 10 players as to why they're doing so well right now, most of them would never include the guy that started the game today, Ross Stripling. What do you make of what he's accomplishing right now?
You know, Jamie, for the Blue Jays to lose a pitcher the caliber of Hyunjin Ryu and to essentially not miss a beat and maybe even get a little bit better, I mean, that's a tremendous comment on how good Stripling has been. And this start, definitely his best one of the season, a season-high 6 innings, to 74 pitches. That's the most since he threw 78 on May 7th in Cleveland during the doubleheader there. After that, he went into the bullpen, fell to that Swiss Army knife role where he's been so valuable for the Blue Jays. And all he's done since coming back into the rotation after Ryu got hurt is get outs. And, you know, he's utilizing his mix. It's not sexy stuff. It's not big velo. It's not necessarily a ton of swing and miss. But, Arden, he continues to find ways to get outs.
Well, when you look at these highlights, all these swinging strikes and the soft contact, it's a different pitch each time to a different part of the zone. And that's what Ross Stripling does so well. His changeup was really strong today. Threw 23 of them, 4 whiffs with it. But we also saw 14 sliders, 14 heaters, 9 curveballs. Ross Stripling was mixing and matching all over the zone, and that's why he was effective. It's going to be so interesting to me to see when he finally gets stretched out. Are the Blue Jays going to trust him that third trip through? I think today bumped up against the pitch count, but we saw earlier this season when he was stretched out, especially in that outing earlier against the Yankees, who he's going to face on Friday. Blue Jays got him out of there after 2 trips. Are they going to trust him a third trip through if he is this effective his next time out? Really interested to see it.
Next time out, Friday against the New York Yankees. And what's fascinating about the Yankees right now, the Blue Jays have been on this wonderful run, an 8-game win streak. They've won their last 2 series. They've gained absolutely no ground on New York because nobody seems to be able to beat them these days. Case in point, they're playing the Cubs today, and it's already 5-1 when Joey Gallo hits this ball. And I stand corrected. That's not Joey Gallo. That is Matt Carpenter with a 3-run shot. 10-3. Add to that lead as Carpenter again knocks one out. He's been incredible. 10 games as a Yankee, 6 home runs hit. What a find. Twins and Rays. Here we go. A Rosarania is hit by the pitcher, Cole Sands. This taking place at Target Field. And then here's a Rosarania in the fourth, and what happens? He takes one in on the hands, and he is less than pleased. Slams the bat, turns around, stares down the pitcher, maybe says a couple of things. In the fifth, though, this will help him. Laces the ball to left field. It's beyond the left fielder's reach. A double cashes two, and the Rays in the seventh have a 5-0 lead on Minnesota. Baltimore will finish this game with Kansas City and then make their way to Toronto. Santander with a home run. Here's Mountcastle with his ninth. Rougned Odor having a bit of a year for Baltimore. It was 5-0 for Baltimore after two. Dean Kremer was terrific for the Orioles as he gets the strikeout there. 10-3 right now, bottom of the seventh at Kauffman Stadium. And as mentioned, the Orioles will then jump a plane, fly to Toronto. Alek Manoah gets things started for the Orioles against the Orioles tomorrow. We were talking during the broadcast, and you can weigh in on this, on how quietly we've seen excellence from Cavan Biggio. 2 doubles today. What do you think?
He hit those balls really far, and the first one that he hit actually would have been a home run in 14 big league ballparks, so credit to Cavan Biggio for what he's doing. Look, if he's going to hit like this, if he's going to be able to put those balls in play, catch up to velocity, and also take his walks, as he always has, he can be a sneaky key piece of this team. We're going to need to see it for longer. We're going to need to see him not being exposed by velocity. We're going to need to see him continue the patient plate approach that we've seen. But Shai, I thought that plate appearance against Soto in the ninth yesterday really impressive as well. If Cavan Biggio is doing this at the plate, he's moving around the diamond, getting guys off their feet. It's kind of an important part of this team right now.
It's absolutely essential considering the stretch that the Blue Jays are in. They're in the midst of 46 in 48 days leading into the All-Star game, and his versatility is allowing the Blue Jays to give different players on the roster different days of rest.
The horses are now on the track for the running of race number 5 over 5.5 furlongs. Number 1 is Razzle Me Dazzle Me. Rayanne Wahobin, the owner, Ray Gardipi, the trainer, Juan Jose Apango in the saddle. Number 2 is Fire Flower. Jasmine Menike is the owner, Jesse Menike is the trainer, Garfield Gordon is in the saddle. Number 3, Chickle Sparks, is owned by Blake M. Powell, Tyson Mead, the trainer, Trevor Simpson riding. Number 4, Storm in Paris, owned by John Halerwitz, Nelly Peugeot, the trainer, Ryan Nelson riding. Number 5, Ghost Fire, is owned and trained by Clinton Rycroft. Orlando Foster is doing the riding. And number 6 is Red Sparrow, owned and trained by Nolan Littlebear. Juan Apango is in the saddle. Race number 5, over a distance of about 5.5 furlongs. Post time will be approximately 7 minutes. Post time approximately 7 minutes.
We wrap the one from Comerica Park as Ross Stripling leads the Blue Jays to a 6-0 victory. They went into Detroit, gave up 4 runs in 3 games and won 2 of them. It's back home against Baltimore as we now take you to Seattle. Robbie Ray on the hill against the Red Sox. Enjoy.
A lot of fun talking. Good sight. Bill T at the plate. Infield at double plate depth. Off-speed pitch for strike. Terrence, last time as a starter was Friday night. Had a good game, went 2 for 4. Had a double in the 5th inning and an 8th inning single. Red Sox won that game 4-3. Mariners turnabout fair play, a walk-off 1-run win last night. Trammell holds at first.
Horses now being loaded.
Starts him off with a couple of cutters. You can see Tracer hit that right there, middle away. Cutter's been 88 to 90.
center or right field.
Yeah, some power going that way.
Indeed. On Friday night, the double was to center fly.
We've got a slight delay in the loading process.
Cal Raleigh has really started to emerge as hitting. It's really picked up the last few weeks. It's today off. Trip Gibson granted time to Terrence. Get tired of waiting. So tired of waiting for Cutter Crawford. In the dirt. Was lunching with my good friend Joe Castiglione, longtime voice, radio voice of the Red Sox. Somebody asked him, Joe, where do you go from here? I said, we're going home. We got a long 6-hour ride. I said, hey, Joe. Joe, my man, please.
Yes.
Save that. This is their 32nd road game. They've played 27 at home. Mariners have played 35 on the road, and this is their 25th. As Trammell goes to second, dives in, he's in there. Stolen base, Taylor Trammell, first of the season.
Second stolen base for the Mariners. Decent jumping again to throw up the line. Able to beat it. Get himself into scoring position.
10-game road trip for the Sox started at Oakland. Got 3 there. You go to Angels. 3-1 there, and they're 1-1 here at Seattle.
After that slight delay, we're going to start the loading process for race number 5.
But Refsnyder's right there. Ball jumped off his bat. Refsnyder should turn off a pretty strong arm. Minnesota Twins, they were not expected at this stage to be 4 up in the Central Division, but that's where they are.
The one horse is in the gate.
And we've got value games Monday and Tuesday. Matinee on
Number 2 moving in.
the Twins started the day 35-26 atop the Central Division.
Here comes the 3 horse.
Right now at home to Tampa Bay 6-0 in the 8th. Mariners
4's in, 5 and 6. They're at the post.
in Minneapolis.
They're off. Race number 5 over a distance of 5.5 furlongs. Coming down the chute towards the grandstand. It looks like up through the middle of the pack we have Ghost Fire. Now it's Fire Flower. It's a battle in there, Fire Flower and Ghost Fire as they come down along with Red Sparrow. As they hit the turn on the inside, Fire Flower. Second on the outside, we have Red Sparrow. In third spot, it's Chickle Sparks. Now as they go out on turn onto that back stretch, Fireflower is the leader. In the second spot along the rail is Ghost Fire, challenged on the outside by Red Sparrow. Fireflower is the leader. Red Sparrow is now moving up in the second spot. Razzle Me Dazzle Me is third on the rail and challenging for second. Moving hard out there on the outside is Chickle Sparks. It's Fireflower as they come out of the turn. Razzle Me Dazzle Me on the inside, Fireflower on the outside. In third spot, we've got ourselves Red Sparrow and Chickle Sparks. At the wire, it's going to be Razzle Me Dazzle Me, Fireflower, Chickle Sparks. Please hang on to your parimutuel tickets until results have been declared official. Thank you.
That was big in the 5th inning. Tied the score 2-2. Big swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Cutter Crawford, his 4th.
And again, it's on the cut fastball. Started it with it and finishes it with the cutter right on the corner.
delivery, Supermo. Late break to it.
See if Ty France can pick up this run. He popped out to the shortstop Bogarts in the first inning. Still looking for that first Mariner hit. Mariners scuffled the last two nights. Runners in scoring position. That combined 8 for 26.
Unofficial, race number 5. The winner, number 1, Razzle Me Dazzle Me. Second, Fireflower, the number 2 horse. Third at the wire, Chickle Sparks, the number 3 horse. And finishing fourth, the number 6 horse, Red Sparrow. Results unofficial. Race number 5, Razzle Me Dazzle Me, the winner.
The Red Sox, their final trip to the West Coast. Foul ball. Farthest west they'll have to go as this season goes on will be Houston and Kansas City. One and two to tie. Good eye, 2-2. Julio's on deck.
So far, I've seen the cutter and the slider away from him. He stays out there. Ty, typically with runners in scoring position, he will hit the ball into right field. Seen one fastball in on his hands. Able to fight it off.
Two pitch. Up and in, full count.
Moving into the winner's circle, the unofficial winner, race number 5. The number 1 horse, Razzle Me Dazzle Me. Rayanne Wahobin, the owner. Ray Gardippy, the trainer. Juan Jose Apango doing the riding. Unofficial winner, race 5. Number 1, Razzle Me Dazzle Me.
Opportunity for Julio. Third walk.
And it was the cutter. You see Tracer has it just off the corner. Good take by Ty. Couple walks in the inning.
Make them work for you. Julio, 2-2 pitch, took a called third strike to end the first inning. Ooh. I like a change of area codes. That's where I want to hit that next ball.
Another cutter. Just off the outside corner. So he's liking that pitch today. Throwing it often.
Wow, really?
The results are now official. The winner was number 1, Razzle Me Dazzle Me. Second at the wire, the number 2 horse, Fireflower. Finishing third, number 3, Chickle Sparks. And fourth was number 6, Red Sparrow. Official, Razzle Me Dazzle Me, the winner. Second was Fireflower. Third, Chickle Sparks. And fourth, Red Sparrow. 1:08:09 the running time. 1:08:09.
Raised without added hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. And topped any way you like. Grab your Canadian Tux. Harvey's Angus Burger is worth dressing up for. Try the new Angus Barbecue Bacon Ringer Melt. Only at Harvey's.
When you bring
Razzle Me Dazzle Me paid $8 even to win, $5 even to place, $2.60 to show. Fire Flower paid $3.90, $3.70. Chickle Sparks paid $2.70. Again, Razzle Me Dazzle Me paid $8 even, $5 even, $2.60. Fire Flower paid $3.90 to place, $3.70 to show. Chickle Sparks paid $2.70. Race number 5. Again, a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we're on tap next Saturday and Sunday. With special invite goes out for Sunday, Father's Day. Bring Dad along and enjoy a day at the races. A special menu, special activities. It's just a special day.
Away channels. They stay 2 times drier, so babies can sleep soundly all night. Pampers.
Race number 6, our final race of the afternoon, is the Fillies and Mares Spring Sprint. Race number 6, the Fillies and Mares Spring Sprint.
Devers and Martinez likewise. Really good work as he's trying to get to win number 6. And drop that ERA down a few notches as well. Comes in with a 4.97 ERA.
So the interesting part is all the two-seamers. Maybe he'd go back to just the four-seamer and the slider, but he's mixing in that two-seamer today.
Nice quiet out to get rid of Devers, get him back in the dugout.
Started throwing the two-seamer his last time out.
Against Houston.
Yeah, he's keeping it in play.
I don't blame him. I talked to him the other day. He was pretty confident about that. When you go back and hear some of the loud connections Houston was making against him, wound up winning the ball game. That was last Monday. 7-4 Mariner win. T.D. Martinez. Strike one. J.D. struck out on a 1-2 pitch, fouled off a couple. Turin sets up outside. Nothing doing there, 1-1. Martinez to be followed by Xander Bogaerts. Two and one. One hit in the ballgame. Leadoff double by Bogaerts, second inning. 2-2.
Want to look at the two-seamer right on the corner. Pretty good ditch.
Comes to 2-2. Full count. As mentioned, Minnesota coming in. Mariners have announced their rotation. It'll be Flexen, Gilbert, and Gonzalez. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday games. Chris Archer, the only pitcher announced by Rocco Baldelli, the Twins manager. One out, nobody on. Fourth inning, 3-2 pitch. Fly ball towards the line. Long run for Trammell. Nope.
Another two-seamer. You see Tracer has it as a strike.
Good battle.
Not seeing the slider as much as we usually do, so he's changing things up on him.
Probably taking a lot of time. JD got tired of waiting. Veteran move. One out, nobody on. Payoff. It's another dangerous hitter you got to worry about. Not only can he hurt you to the pull side like he's done the last 2 nights, but he's no problem going right center field.
They're probably more known for that.
Yep.
Power the opposite way.
Pitch again. Took a little off and hooking foul.
Out in front of a slider. Pretty good pitch. Right on the corner at the knees. Normally with 2 strikes he would just bury that thing, but I don't think he wants to walk him.
France get to it. Oh, off the heel of his glove. Boy, he was there. He took a good route. Just couldn't squeeze it in.
And he gets there in plenty of time. No problem going back there. In fact, it looked like it was going to be fairly casual for him. Slows down right there. He has a beat on it.
They give him an E3 on that.
Off the side of his glove.
Well, he was in good shape, too. Yeah. Good route. E3. Martinez the second. 1 out. Here's Bogarts. Bogarts. Hopper that got past Toro for a double leading off the second. 17th double, now tied for 3rd in the league in that department.